Chapter 4. Monday, 8:26 p.m. Jenna had tried to cook dinner. Not really cook, maybe just heat something up. Chicken and rice, the kind that came in a vacuum-sealed bag with too much sodium and barely any texture. Still, it was something to do. A way to fill the space, the silence. But the pot boiled over when she wasn't looking, and the rice stuck to the bottom like glue. She scraped it half-heartedly, gave up halfway through, and ended up sitting at the kitchen table with a glass of water she didn't really want. It had melted ice in it. The condensation left a ring on the wood she kept meaning to oil. Nate hadn't come back downstairs. She'd heard him moving earlier, pacing maybe, or just shifting restlessly like someone trying to walk off a bad decision, or trying to hold something in. It was hard to tell with him. He never talked until he had a script in his head. It used to drive her crazy, and maybe still did, though in a different way now. A more tired, more careful way. She checked her phone again. Still nothing. The messages from earlier were there, of course. She hadn't deleted them. Didn't know if she should. That felt like destroying evidence. Or worse, like admitting guilt. But whose guilt? That question kept circling. Not fast enough to dizzy her, but steady, like a ceiling fan on its lowest setting. Just enough to make her uncomfortable. Cold. She heard footsteps finally. When Nate appeared in the doorway, his expression was unreadable. Or rather, readable in too many ways. Guilty, scared, resigned. He looked like he hadn't slept in weeks, even though it had only been 2 days. He sat across from her, not reaching for anything, just sitting. That silence between them again. Not hostile but not easy either. "I couldn't sleep," he said. "You didn't try." He didn't argue. She watched him for a moment. Watched the way his hands sat on the table. Fingers just barely curled inward. Not clenched. Not relaxed. Suspended in some in-between state. It struck her as significant, though she wasn't sure why. "She's still out there," Jenna said softly. He nodded. "And someone knows she came here." "Yeah. Do you think she told them?" she asked. "Whoever it is." He looked at her then, eyes sharp. "Told who?" "The person who messaged me." "What if she trusted the wrong person? What if?" "I don't think she told anyone," he said quickly. "She was scared. She barely said 3 words to me. She didn't want anyone to know where she was." "But someone knew," Jenna pressed. "I know." They sat with that a moment. Then he added, "I keep thinking, what if she never left? What if something happened right after she walked away from here? What if someone followed her? You said she left on her own." "She did. I think she did. I watched her go down the street." Jenna's voice was thin now. "But you didn't watch where she ended up." "No." More silence. She rubbed the side of her thumb with her index finger. A nervous tick, barely noticeable most days. "Maybe she lied," she said suddenly. "Maybe she wanted us to know she was here. Maybe it was a setup." Nate blinked. "You think she did this on purpose?" "I don't know. I'm just saying none of it makes sense. You said she was scared. But then she disappears and someone sends me cryptic texts. Why not go to the police herself? Why reach out this way unless she's trying to implicate us? Or you?" "That's not her," he said. "You barely know her. I'm scared when I see it." She looked away. The clock on the wall ticked louder than she remembered. She had a sudden thought, stupid, out of place, that they should have taken that clock down months ago. It ran fast, always had. 3 minutes ahead. She used to like that. Now it felt wrong. "What if we're already being watched?" she asked. He didn't answer. Because they didn't know. 'Cause maybe they were. And once you open the door to that kind of doubt, it was hard to shut it again. He stood. Pushed the chair back gently. "I'm going out for a bit." Jenna looked up, startled. "Where?" "Just a walk. Around the block." She hesitated. That's not smart. I need to clear my head. She didn't stop him. Just listened to the front door open, then close. Listened to the night settle back into place, as if it had just been waiting for him to leave. The kitchen felt bigger without him there. Quieter, but not calmer. She pulled out her phone again. Opened the messages. Still the same. Her finger hovered over the keyboard. She thought about replying. Who are you? Or maybe, what do you want from us? But in the end she typed nothing. Just stared at the screen, blinking in the soft light, wondering if the truth was coming for them. Had it already arrived?